back, will Mansfield Christian. They've got that back line of 3. Anchored by Everett Martin now in his senior campaign. This is a veteran group. A lot of these players have extensive varsity experience. This one just over the boundary. Neal couldn't keep it in. And there's a look at our player spotlight tonight. Grady Heichel, first year playing keeper. And he has been very busy. 44 saves, does have a couple of wins. Cougars chase it out of there, looking to flip the script. And that shot from distance for Hernandez. Flames reverse fields. Now they'll give it away. Max Huvler comes up, gets aggressive, and it's taken out of midair here by Colton. Hernandez and nobody in particular, though. Busted up by the back line here of the Flames. Heavy touch on the turn into traffic for Dawson Louse, and he'll give it away. As it's just a big turnover fest right now. Neither team building continuity heading towards frame. And a throw-in issued here to the Cougars. Be Andrew Spohr trying the near sideline. Heichel comes out to collect. Couple of bumps going on down the far side. Cougars with the pressure. Now they'll come away with a rock. 2 on 4. And Crestview, too, playing a defensive strategy here to open things up. 5 guys hanging out near midfield. So this could be one of those type of matches where it'll be a counter strike, take your opponent off guard to be able to break through, get a clean look on net. Neal finds McFadden, and now they'll switch it out wide. I think we'll get a push here against Mansfield Christian. It's Landon Cyphers. Foley extending the arm after he lost possession. Second foul against the Flames here tonight. Callahan, big booming kick off the restart. And it'll settle here with Cougar possession. Shifty move here from Paragon. And Heichel comes out to disrupt it, trying to get it to the freshman on the back end. That one read all the way by Louse. So the Flames get possession back. Big ball in the middle. It somehow sneaks through, but poked back to tie. Callahan, really a booming right leg. When he gets a hold of it, that baby will fly. Huvler switches it out wide here. Just a bad pass from McFadden. The giveaway to Crestview. They've got numbers moving forward. 5 out in front, so a 5-on-6 here for the Cougs. And that one left out wide. Hernandez, the closest player in the area, but just didn't have that connectivity going. Colton checks out as Braden Smith, freshman, into the lineup. About 15 minutes gone by here. First half of the second part of our doubleheader. Kind of a late start for us getting online here, so I just want to say hello to everybody out there watching live and free on Facebook and our main YouTube feed. Please do drop me some comments on the call by myself so I can use all the help that you guys can possibly assist with. So hit me with some comment bombs. Let me know where you're watching from tonight, who you're cheering for, favorite players, all the good stuff. Nice pass, even better move here by Paragon, the sophomore. Trying to set it back up to the right foot for the cross. He'll get it back post. Grady dives and makes a save. I think it was more of an intended pass. Nobody there on the back end, though. And so Crestview comes away empty-handed. Another chance here for the Cougars. Shake and bake here from Paragon. Braden looking to cut through a double team. Trips up. Hoovler is going to draw the whistle. And I think that was in the box when the contact happened. Referees almost will never spot it that way. Oh, I mean, she's putting him right on the perimeter. Certainly, you saw the replay would suggest. Probably should have been a PK, but you don't mind it. Those are game-changing anytime you allow those penalty kicks. Pretty clean look right there, two-man wall. And it's sent over top there by Braden Paragon. Take one last look at the foul. Hoovler trailing behind the play. Tried to make a move on the ball and just got all ankle. Third foul against the Flames so far. 3 shot attempts for Crestview. And let's take a quick look at our keys to victory. I'll begin with Mansfield Christian. Got to get some momentum going. Coming off of a loss, you got drilled 7-0 on the road. What kind of a bounce-back season here tonight, and certainly it's a league game. And in order to do that, you got to protect the box. Don't need Grady to be Superman tonight. And if they can do those things, just might leave here from Olivesburg victorious. Mansfield Christian won this battle a season ago. And since Crestview has returned with a boys program, Flames have taken each of the matchups. But now, with a full 4 years underneath the program and Coach Mike Pons on the sidelines, expect Crestview to be, much more successful here. And here's how they can do it. No bad turnovers, and especially not when you're in the attacking third, because you got to be able to create some opportunities as this corner kick just escapes away from Louse. Show you the full play all over again. Max Hoovler into the mix. Cougar ball taken away by Neal. Pushes it out wide, and it's a turnover back over to the feet of the Cougars. Text message coming through from Mansfield Christian girls soccer coach Jesse Ryder defending his game day attire. He is suggesting that his pants are called 3/4 and that his cleats don't get caught on the bottoms. That's why, okay? He's not about the tapered sweatpants or just regular size shorts. He needs the 3/4. Just fine. Just off of the football crossbar. Braden Paragon really involved offensively here. He's kind of been hitting the gas pedal, getting the engine going for the Cougars. Of the 4 shot attempts for Crestview, he has been responsible for 3. Now it's the Flames' turn, trying to get on the attack. That one carrying him off the defender by Riley Raspberry as they'll shift it forward. A great chance here, one-on-one, but the shot is saved by Callahan. Goes down, gets the right paw on it. Tossin Laus looked like he would have a clean shot at either corner, but Callahan makes the right decision, comes out, cuts down the angle, and knocks down the shot. Monster save right there. 5th shot attempt for the Flames, first that really tested Callahan. And tie up for the challenge. Another great look on our Sutton Bank replay. It's as good as it gets. Just slowly kept creeping forward. Getting in between that space. Not allowing Laus to have a clean run on net. Referee whistles the play dead, suggesting that it trickled over the boundary. So it'll be a throw-in here with Alex Mayer into traffic. Now a sharp move. Looked like Mallory wanted to set up a shot. And it'll lead to a goal kick. Looked like Nil perhaps thought last touch by the Cougars. At least from my vantage point, he wasn't selling out here. Tough to tell on the turf. Sometimes I feel like kids are going 50% speed, but Pat Paul, it just cooks a little bit differently out here. And it can be hard to judge the speed. Here's Heichel. Wisely, well outside the box. Grady now, junior season. One of my students in media class last year, and this is our first week that we'll be back in the building over at Mansfield Christian. So excited about that, working with the kids again. And it went so well last year that they've actually added a whole another set of Media 1 students. So they have 2 classes now for the newbies. Pretty cool. Looking forward to meeting them all and seeing what kind of talent we'll have within the building over at Mansfield Christian this year. Certainly have a lot of live streams on the way from over at Comstock Field once we get back up and running with the program. Student-led broadcasts, always a lot of fun. Hoovler as well, who just had that header, was one of my Media 2 students last year, so certainly hope that Max is back involved yet again for a second year with me. Substitutions coming from both sides. A couple players coming on here for Crestview, Troy Weaver and Paragon. Just had a short break. Mansfield Christian also making a sub. Off the pressure, back over to the Cougars. A little bit of a crease. And maybe one too many touches in traffic right there. Abshire wanted to set it up for the shot. You see it all play out right here. Evades by the defender. I thought maybe that would be a good touch to try to strike it on net, but wall built up there by Mansfield Christian. They do earn a corner kick. It's punched out by Heichel. And this shot spinning off the side of the foot for Braden Smith. The defender just did not get good leather on ball. High pointed that time by Heichel. Well done. Just to ensure that nobody sinking in behind him on the backside would be able to get any type of a touch. Those are really tough to judge sometimes. As the whistle there was offsides against the Cougars. Grady able to scoop it up. And he'll quickly roll it out here near side for Cyphers. But a turnover right in the middle of the field. Paragon pointing in one direction. Here he comes, middle of the field. And struck out of there by Martin. As Grady again comes to make the play. Hoovler finds his man on the opposite wing. I like Crestview's high pressure here to make it tough on Mansfield Christian to alleviate some of that. Got bodies funneling forward. 3 men hanging out near midfield right now. I think Crestview's at their best when they start sending these outside backers forward and getting a little bit more involved offensively. Headed down, a chance though to try to flip the script here for MC. They can't come away with possession. But now they will. Counter strike starting to form. Noah Pierce weaving his way through some traffic. Here he is again, locked up in a battle with Paragon. Really physical, good soccer going on in the midfield. Neither team allowing an inch. Poked away back to Hoovler. Hoovler on the pullback. Now threads it through for Mayer. And Alex, good looking ball up forward. I think that was Kaufman. Was able to recover just in time. Mansfield Christian awarded the throw. Almost looked like Nathan was able to knock it off of a defender. Not in the eyes of the referee. That'll allow for the rotation. Mansfield Christian, 3 players back out into the mix. Throw in here for Adam Tem. Now Mayer back to Hoovler. That will reverse over here for Mallory. And Booth mismeasures this pass attempt down the sideline. So it'll be Crestview ball. Just over 12 minutes remaining here in a fast-moving first half. If you didn't get a chance to check out Mansfield Christian versus Crestview girls from a little bit earlier, ended in a 1-1 draw. Excellent playmaking ability in the net tonight by Maddie Mack. She was our MVP. Brilliant stuff. 19 saves. We'll have her interview up later. You can check out the entire live stream. See it at the end, but good back and forth battle. Mansfield Christian, 10 times more shots than Crestview had in the match, but the Cougars capitalized on 1 of their 3. Amazing stuff. Somehow, that's how this cookie crumbles sometimes in the beautiful game. Nobody really dominating the action here. I've got the Flames 5 shots, Crestview 4. I think Cougars have spent a little bit more time over in Flame country, but there's a nice vig. Punching it through the 5-hole was nil. Caught Weaver off guard. Now looking for the cross, bending, back post. And no shot attempt from Landon Cyphers. I think he tried to settle it. here with his first touch. He did indeed, and it just caromed off a bit too heavy. And Ty Callahan was right there to end the threat. Mayer give and go out to the outside. Bad pass there by Booth. It's picked off. So now here comes McKinney and company. A lot of space forming in front of Dickerson. And a slide tackle. Well done from Martin. Comes in to take it away. Everett battles. Finds its way over to Booth. Grady one touch back over to Mayer. And off the deflection, looks like the Cougars going to get the ball back. Just a lot of pinballing right now. Out of bounds, last touch by Klein, so it'll be Mansfield Christian throw. They'll get to work in a hurry. Toss going down into the corner. And they'll get a substitution. A couple trotting on as well here for Crestview. Beautiful night in Olivesburg. Temperature starting to chill out a little bit. It certainly felt like a fall day this morning. We've dropped 4 degrees in temperature since we arrived for the first kickoff tonight at 5 p.m. Temperature is approximately 70 degrees, but we confirmed in the shade in the bleachers it feels more like. We're going to go down to our chief meteorologist, Brandon Powell. And Brandon says in the bleachers it feels like a little over 60. So we'll say that's like 61, 62. Look at this. Now that's teamwork. Callahan's got the gloves on. So it'd be obviously an inconvenience to have to tie his own shoes. Could have taken a full couple minutes, so has his teammate come through and lend a hand. 2 hands. Mansfield Christian ships it forward. Callahan had a beat on it all the way. As soon as they tried to sneak it through up top there to Booth. Can't see him in the picture, but he accelerates right here. Comes into the picture to shut it down. Now back the other way come the Cougars. Paragon with a touch. Chases it out wide. Lowering the shoulder, drawing the whistles, Martin. Just kind of barrel rolled through Keith Abshire. Foul number 4 against the Flames. And I think we'll probably show a replay, maybe not, of that free kick. Went with a shot attempt. There it is. And not too far off target. 5th shot of the first half here for the Cougs. Have really only been able to put 1 on frame by my count, though. Heichel's been busy. He's gotten his hands on a lot of balls, but most of them have been just crosses, other activity, just kind of shutting it down before a shot attempt were to occur. So both keepers doing a nice job of just reading and reacting. As this whistle goes against Mayer. Cougars will set it up. Paragon. Cougars with 7 bodies all around the 18. Tried to hook up there with Weaver. You know, he squatted down, wanted to flick it forward, and I think there was just a little bit too much pace on the ball. Misplayed it. Tim, nice ball placement, able to find Booth. Booth's going to make a run, but it's going to be taken away by Braden Smith. So the Cougars trying to get back on the attack here. Final 5.5 minutes of the opening frame. Counter attack, shut down. Smith steps up. One of 3 captains named for Mike Pond's bunch. And if you do want to check out our MVP interview with Ms. Maddie Mack, it is available on all of our platforms on the OH Report. So you can hear from Maddie having a great senior season and exceptional tonight. Shorthanded were the Lady Cougars without their top goal scorer. So offense really kind of stunted for them, but they did just enough. Got a goal when it mattered in the second half, and then Maddie clean sheet for the last 60 minutes of action. Heichel again, nice read. Just knowing when to come out, shut the door. Sky-high punt. First touch by Martin. Now up for grabs. Be a Flame throw-in. Or maybe the referee on the far side believed it was last touch by MC. Or I don't know what he whistled, to be honest. I know they're going to do it all over again as Weston works his way about 10 extra yards downfield for the throw. And he's able to get it down to Pierce in the corner, the cross, and broken up. Dangerous activity right in front of the net. Grady Klein, sophomore defender, popped it out of there. Set up Mansfield Christian here. Set piece opportunity with the senior Hoovler. Here's Max. And it caroms out of there. Defended well by Crestview. Flames didn't really make a charge, though, for that one. Kind of interesting. Sweet turn there by Mayer. Threw it in the spin cycle. But down into the corner and didn't have anybody home. Ball carrying them around. And now the Flames looking to work on a counterattack. Coming out of nowhere. The shot in behind Callahan, and it is in there. Noah Pierce somehow shot out of a cannon. The acceleration zipped it into third gear. And getting his shoes polished right here in the middle of the game. Skirt, skirt, skirt. It's always good to have friends like Martin looking out for you, making sure that your cleats are clean in the middle of the activity. So check this out. This touch to himself, but somehow comes out of nowhere. Callahan made his break, but Pierce a little bit quicker. Huge goal, as of course short time, under 3 minutes. And that could change everything now in terms of how you approach this for Mansfield Christian. Really struggled defensively heading into this match, and now with a clean sheet. Got the goal, and looking for more right here. What a move by Neal. And I don't know what the whistle was. Awarded a goal kick, so referee on the near side suggested that Weston Neal wasn't able to keep it in bounds as he fought through that double team. Off the clearance, the back line for the Cougars lost it. Here comes Booth, but a big heavy touch. Interesting decision right there by Aiden. So we're down to the last 70 seconds of activity. Peregrine's going to shift it into the box. Heichel, no problem for him. Slide tackle by Raspberry. And now Tyler Almond goes down. He pops right back up, though. Cougars probably with a chance to get one more clean look on net. Peregrine's been the guy getting it done so far offensively. Series of headers and then cleaned up. Big strike from Adam Tem. They'll chase all the way into Cougar territory right in front of their bench. Oh, nice move by Peregrine. Here he comes, a great looking setup as well. A foot race, Heichel's beat. And Hoovler somehow saves the day with 10 seconds showing on the clock. Is that Superman or Max Hoovler? Somehow, some way got there to keep the shutout intact. Boy, look at this beautiful setup from Peregrine. Unbelievable pass on the fly, and you thought for sure this would find the back, but Hoovler at the last moment keeps Crestview off the board. So 1-0, the score remains here after break. We'll have some stats and some analysis coming up for you at the half, but right now the difference, that man with the clean shoes, Noah Pierce, a goal with under 3 minutes to go before the half. Stay tuned for the Carothers Pest Control halftime reports. We'll see you guys in just a couple.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Tonight's boys high school soccer game is brought to you live and free thanks to our friends at Simonson Construction Services, Inc. From concept to completion, we can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. By Carothers Pest Control. If you've got a pest, call the best. 419-342-6841. By Whitaker Myers, Insurance, Benefits, Wealth Management. Mansfield, Ashland, and Worcester's locally owned fee-based fiduciary financial planner that has boast the endorsement of national money expert Dave Ramsey and the team at Ramsey Solutions. By Sutton Bank, earn the cash rewards of your choice for doing simple activities with Casasa. And by Scout Construction LLC. With more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information at 419-989-7240. Second half and your halftime report coming up from Olivesburg, Ohio, as Mansfield Christian takes on Crestview on Scott Bailey Memorial Field. Coming up.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
It is halftime here in Olivesburg as we welcome you inside of our Carothers Pest Control halftime show. And if you got a pest, you better call the best at 419-342-6841. Right now, the difference in the game, a Noah Pierce goal coming with under 3 minutes to go before the break. Crestview, oh, so dangerously close to tying things up in the closing seconds. But this right here is how Mansfield Christian got on top. Pierce, nice touch, and he was able to get it in there. Cougars, though, with just 10 seconds left, almost crafted an equalizer on a counterattack. They still sit on a goose egg. We'll show you the stats, brought to you by Carothers Pest Control, and super even all the way across the board. The shot activity, identical for both of these teams. Crestview a little bit more percentage-wise of the possession here tonight. They also had an offsides call. Mansfield Christian's been a bit more physical. 5 fouls they picked up there in that opening half, but no cards. It's been clean in that regard. Big game, of course, in the Mid-Buckeye Conference. Just 4 teams in the league this year. No boys soccer for Mapleton. So likely these two, along with Kidron Central Christian, will be battling it out for league supremacy when it is all said and done at the end of the year. And for Crestview, they'll travel to Kidron this year. That coming up in a couple of weeks. Mansfield Christian, don't play them until the second to last game of the year. It is their senior night, final home game of the year in early October. So things more than likely not going to be decided or settled in the NBC until late, but this one can go a long way to determining who will be your champion this season. First touch of the second half will belong to Crestview as both squads back out on the field. And we will wrap up our Carothers Pest Control halftime show and return to boys soccer action now. Quick turnover in their own territory leads way to a Mansfield Christian throw-in as they'll run up Christian Mowry. Cyphers trying to find Mayer here in traffic. Spins, a little push as Dickerson took it away. Cyphers trying to thread the needle. But the Cougars don't allow a crease, at least not yet. As we'll jump inside of our fan zone. I want to say what's up to Patty out there watching. Her grandson and the team, Doug Shasky, cheering on the Crestview Cougars. We'll have to try to defend a corner kick. This is the second for the Flames here tonight. Hoovler plays near post. Nice run. Appreciate the craftiness of it. But Weston Nil at that full acceleration just wasn't able to reroute it back on frame. Big booming kick, takes a hop on the chase. Pierce cut off that time, allowing Callahan to get to the ball. The difference in the game thus far, as you saw in the replays, Noah Pierce just giving it his everything. Burning by a defender, and then got to Callahan before he could come off his line and make the play. Dickerson off the throw was able to find Perrigan, but his header offline, out of bounds. Awesome effort in between the double team right there. Pair of Mansfield Christian defenders could not eliminate the lift that time from Braden Perrigan. Pierce turns it over. Perrigan with the pullback. Little indecision there, I think, by everybody. Then Hernandez kind of lost it out of the crowd. But Crestview flips the field here with Dickerson. Poked away, though, by Christian Mowry. Quick throw-in into the box, headed right back at him. Cyphers down the line, picked up. Perrigan, back post. And now headed up over the top, but Heichel goes to the third story, gets a fingertip on it. Solid creativity here by Crestview's offense. The header, beautiful as well there from Trent Weaver. But Grady Heichel rising to the occasion for the save. First shot of the second half for the Cougars. It's a solid one. As we've got a flame down. It's Noah Pierce who's hobbling a little bit. The flick towards the middle. You said it was Grady's grandparents are watching out there? Big smiles all the way around for the Heichel crew. Join that fantastic save. Flames with some clearance. Just swatted out here near side. So Crestview going to continue to try to keep the pressure on. Flicked forward, and Grady will come out to collect. Pierce pushing forward. Here comes Noah Pierce. Big touch. He's got a couple of offensive threats joining him. And off the layback, this one sent well over top by Peyton McFadden. Another look at the Olivesburg skyline tonight. Beautiful farmland out in this part of the state. Gorgeous sunset, cotton candy sky. Turn here on the near sideline. It'll be pushed out of bounds ahead of Abshire. He certainly felt like it was last touched by the Flames. Make your own determination out home. Certainly Martin took the swipe at it. Referee right there. Ward's MC the ball. Crestview, though, gets it right back. Amon to the middle, trying to set up Paragon. Slightly off target. And off the pressure there from Aiden Booth, forces a turnover back over to MC. First 7 minutes in the books here of half number 2. Mansfield Christian hasn't had too many looks down in the attacking third just yet. Header flicked forward. It kind of stayed just right in place, though, for Abshire. Tried to barrel through. Now Paragon, backside, lifts it a little too far. Trent Weaver the closest to the action. Giveaway here, Crestview trying to take advantage. Slick move down that far sideline by Tem to keep it in play. And now McFadden comes up and drills Almond. Got an injury timeout on the field. I really thought that this would draw a whistle immediately, but there was actually no foul called. With the injury, they'll stop the clock here. Gives an opportunity to Hoovler to work on his juggling abilities. That definitely, I mean, that's a hit stick, baby. Big pop. It's football season. Punched out of bounds here by Kaufman. We saw these last several years that Mansfield Christian had a specialist able to throw it into the mix a la a corner kick. Luke Zerby, though, lost to graduation. Looking like a ping pong game out there, back and forth. Now back on Crestview's side of the net. Looking for the turn here. Nowhere to go with it is Booth. Things kind of slowing down a little bit. A lot of standing and watching. Both sides expecting someone else to step up and make a play. Oh, clean turn like that. A little sizzle from Mayer. Cyphers is going to track it down. Back to Landon off the cross, called offside. Crestview defense moving forward just enough. First offsides call against the Flames so far in the contest. About 50 minutes into the action. And here comes Paragon. Oh, what a setup out wide. Big collision. Do we get a foul or do we get a corner? That was Trent Weaver who got tripped up. And it appears the referee has issued a foul, and we'll have a free kick coming for Crestview right here. Adam 10 drawing the foul. First infraction against Mansfield Christian in the second half. Prime spot here for Crestview to try to deliver an equalizer. And they've got one of their senior captains on the ball with Dickerson. Four-man wall built by the Flames. Four options to the right for Dickerson. One to the left, crashing in. Here it is, left foot. Plenty of sauce. Maybe a little too much. I like to talk about hot sauce a lot when it comes to just the heat coming off of the foot. So what would you folks say out there? What would be one that, I mean, it's pretty hot, too hot, but still not crazy hot. Is that, I mean, I would say, what do we got? Habanero, ghost peppers, they're at the top of the stack. Oh, nice clean turn. Callahan's out, and he gets a paw on it. Cyphers thought he could beat him to the left post. Probably had to chip that one to get it up and over. Mansfield Christian staying on it. Big collision, and it looks like Dickerson drug him down. Solid save on the dive that time by Callahan. Second shot in this second half by MC. And now basically the same position that we just saw on the opposite end of things. It'll be Mansfield Christian's turn. It looks like they'll also put a senior on the ball. It's Mayer, four-man wall formed. And he'll chip it into the hands of Callahan. So that one, a little less sauce. That was more of a jalapeno. And he needed to add in maybe a little sriracha on there. You see the physicality really turning up right now. Multiple fouls coming. Both units over the last couple minutes of gameplay. Paragon's fired up. And as we return to the action, there'll be a quick start here for Crestview, but they'll give it away. Read well by Pierce. Too far out in front. So Cyphers can't get there. And the ball back over to the Cougars. There's Cyphers taking a swing and a miss. Paragon's got some awesome foot skills. He's really impressed me tonight. And you sense the frustration. Makes a move, gets by a defender, tries to set it up for Dickerson, who's just hanging out, taking it all in. Give and go. Everett. Off the step up by Tem. It's a turnover. And we'll get another whistle here against the Cougars. Fourth foul on Crestview here in the second half. And he gives that one just a little bit of Naga Jalakia. Well, what kind of pepper is that? So there's many different kinds of ghost peppers I'm learning right now. I got a full screen here. There's a boot jalakia, which is spicy, but not as spicy as the scorpion or the reaper. But if you look at the tippy top, the highest end, the highest units of heat do indeed come from a ghost pepper, but it's an extract. So if you bite into the ghost pepper, that's a little level below, but if you extract the juices out of it, they say 1 million Scoville is the heat units, how they calculate. Who knew? So I'll add that to my repertoire now on the Scoville unit. My producer's sweating just hearing the word hot sauce now. Got a couple drips coming in, so that was a little bit of that boot jolokia. Cougars chase it out of their end, at least momentarily. Another collision in the air. No whistle came there with Mayer going down. Well read again. Pierce has been phenomenal at just like kind of reading the action. He's been the first to the punch quite a few times here this evening. Missed touch there. Onderak goes down. But Mansfield Christian maintains possession. Just under 24 minutes remaining. Flames nursing a 1-0 cushion right now. Any goal either side, of course, would be huge. Mansfield Christian could kind of take a stranglehold on this thing. And for the Cougars, an equalizer against the MC squad averaging less than a goal per contest would be massive. Chip shot backside on the chase. The shot and the save made by Callahan. That was Riley Raspberry getting to a strong leg. But well defended, cutting down the angle. No chance to beat Callahan in that time. Third shot on frame in the second half for Mansfield Christian. Cougars looking to get some more offensive activity. Hoovler dances around, keeps the carry going. Now Max with a turnover trying to find Raspberry. Big ball in the middle of the park, goes over the top of everybody hanging out in the midfields. But Smith gives chase and sets it up for Ty. Always a good decision. Put that thing 60 yards on the fly. And that'll now skirts down in the corner for Callahan. Maybe a miss punt that time from Ty. Flames got numbers. Starting to funnel forward. Pierce pushes it out wide. Misplayed, though, by Onderik. And off the flick forward, we've seen Paragon, that same reaction a couple times. Just not really having a fill or a flow with some of his teammates out there on the wing. He's anticipating a run and just not getting them. Whistle comes, more contact after the fact. This will favor Mansfield Christian as Dickerson draws the foul. Flames looking for some options. Nice setup, far side off the wing. Cougars able to regain possession though. And now they'll send it out wide for Weaver. Trying to make a run. Hoovler lost his footing. Trent up and over the top. Kind of a bizarre last 10 seconds. Here comes Abshire looking to turn the corner. And poked out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick. Second of the night for the Cougars. First of half number 2. And it looks like Crestview will get 9 players involved here. So 8 making a charge, all in the box. A little too much heat on that one. Double jalapeno. Long carry out of the box for Neal. Now some of his buddies starting to get involved. Mayer sends it, chipped over Callahan into the back of the net. 2-0 Mansfield Christian takes command. Huge goal for the Flames. It just poked up and over the top. Callahan barely beat. Second goal of the night for Noah Pierce. So at the 19:04 mark, the Flames capitalized. And Callahan, both occasions that he's been beat so far tonight, Pierce has just been able to throw it into a little bit different gear. He's really fast in short bursts. One last look on the Sutton Bank replay. You know, he pops it up to himself and just zip, able to get there just in time. The perfect amount of heat behind that one. Took a little bit off of it, actually. That would be like a mild habanero. Maybe even a Chipotle style. So well done of finding the right pepper. Not an easy task, as we're all learning here in the second half. Every shot the Flames have taken as well here in half number 2 have forced Ty Callahan to either make a save or come out and attempt to do so. So they've been very efficient with their offensive looks. And this will put a ton of pressure now on a Crestview team that has put 2 goals on the board each of their last couple of games. Have only been shut out. Well, actually, no, they haven't. They've scored every match so far this season. Great looking setup there, too. Man, was that close. I mean, that is just a fraction off there. That was Abshire. Now Brennan Dilly plays this one a little bit higher. And chased out of there, cleared right now by Mansfield Christian. Taken back by the Cougars. Substitution for the Flames. They'll get 3 fresh bodies back out into the mix. Potentially for Chad McFadden's bunch, may hang back a little bit more here over these last 16 minutes and change to try to preserve the victory. As we're back inside of our fan zone. What else we got cooking up here? Say what's up to Ronald Chasky, cheering on the Cougars tonight. Tim Keever, liking what he sees so far. Flames on top 2-0. Third second half foul against Mansfield Christian. And Callahan comes out to play it. Finds his man Kaufman. To the wing and miss hit here for Dickerson. Certainly looked like he was trying to deliver across. Had a lot of options forming on the backside back post. To try to beat that man, Grady Heichel. Got a clean sheet going here tonight. Does have one shutout under his belt this season. Coming back on August the 20th in a 1-0 victory over Willard. Ball whistled out before Kaufman got a touch on it. As you see, head coach Mike Pons delivering some messages to some of his guys. Trying to spark a little late night rally. Only 14 minutes to play with. Misstruck from Mowry. Chance here for Crestview. Trying to get that counter strike. They'll go wide to Braden Smith now. The Flames come back middle. And it'll be poked out. Nice play by Brennan. Cougars looking to avoid dropping to 1-4 on the season. If they can get something going here offensively. And for Mansfield Christian, gotta love what you've been able to produce offensively. Only one other occasion this season did they put up more than a goal. So had the 3-1 victory against Old Fort. Now they've got a pair of goals here tonight, and a yellow card assessed to Everett Smith. So he'll have to check out here momentarily. And taking his time, getting over to the sideline. Tyler Aumann will come out and be the replacement. So one captain for another as Smith takes a seat. Free kick on the way for Mansfield Christian when we get the permission to restart. And they're gonna add a few seconds to the clock here, I think, is what's taking some time. 12:35. So they'll add 11 seconds. Got a great officiating crew here tonight, doing an exceptional job with just 2 referees here for this varsity contest. Off the skip, it'll settle here in possession of Mansfield Christian. Clean move here from Nil. Tried to set it up for Cyphers. Just a fraction off that time. Was darting towards the middle of the park. Now Landon coming up and pressuring. Get back into the fold again. Cougars fighting hard to try to get possession here. Just looking to generate a spark. Alex Mayer will head over to the sideline. Looks like Pierce is back in after a quick break. Noah Pierce, the front runner to be our Whitaker Myers most valuable player tonight. Both goals scored. And he's been a playmaker too. He's done more than just find the back of the net on those couple of occasions. A bit of a mishit that time there from Everett Martin. And Crestview finally will come away with possession. Braden Smith sending a long ball. Heichel on his horse well outside the 18. And he'll just smash it out of play over on the far sideline. Martin back in after receiving the yellow. Or Everett, I'm sorry. And a big applause for Tyler Almond after checking out of the game. Give a nice motion over to the crowd, and they dig it. Nice reaction time there by Mike Pond. Getting a left foot on, trying to keep it in play for his boys. Instead, it's going to be Flames gaining possession, and they'll flick it forward, hoping to get something going on the move. Got numbers moving, big touch, chance for Neal. Shut down at the last moment by Callahan. Callahan's really played exceptionally well tonight. He stops the ball like he's a brake pad, made by an American man for the American man. I mean, you can take a dump in a box and put a guarantee on it. Or you can just get a quality product like Ty Callahan back there protecting your net. Illegal throw-in. Ooh, almost a dangerous play there. Maybe it will be a whistle. As Adam Tem, you're going to see him flip up the boot and, oh, yeah, you see the reaction from Paragon. He's like, bro, not the money maker. Homecoming's not too far away. Come on. Got to keep the baby face clean. He'll be on the ball. He's got some backup too with Smith. That one fired into the wall right back at him. Cyphers applying the pressure. forcing a decision to be made, and it's a bad one by Kaufman, the giveaway. Flames were trying to stay onside, really high line that time for Crestview defensively. Certainly helped him get possession back. Here's Hernandez. It's kind of been quiet here in the second half. Push for possession, far side, and the Cougars lose it. Pierce, though, gifts it right back over to the View. And probably wisely just knocking it out of play, forcing Crestview to try to earn something here on a deep throw-in. Running out of time as there's just 7 minutes remaining. Still enough to put some pressure on the Flames, but you'd have to get a goal pretty quick. Cougars have really only generated one shot on net in the second half. They were much more effective in the first 40 minutes of action, getting things going towards frame. Sometimes all you need is just a little late game magic. Can change the entire narrative of the game. About the first 6 chapters might not be what you wanted them to be, but it's all about the ending. Maybe a cramp. Not sure what we got here. Reaching down for the ankle was Abshire. And again, reaching back for like his left ankle area. Referees have determined goal kick will be the call here. Of course, yep, last touch there by Dickerson. Big ovation over on the visitors' bleachers as 3 substitutions trotting off for MC. Looking to secure their 3rd win of the season and continue to be perfect against Crestview since they came back. Beautiful shot at the entire field here. Final 5 minutes of action now. Takeaway initiated by Neal and flips it forward. Nice stuff there from Weston. Slick move up top for Pierce. Looking for the hat trick. Back post. And had he been able to bend it tough from that angle. Did sail just wide. 5th shot for MC in this second half. Turnover by Mansfield Christian, trying to apply a little bit of pressure here on this back line of Crestview. And at this juncture of the match, probably want to start selling out a little bit more. Doing some things to get involved more offensively if you're one of these outside backers. Can certainly leave you susceptible to a counter strike. Mansfield Christian tried to get one going right there with McFadden. Right back to Raspberry. Riley sets it up, left foot, draws it backside. Pierce off the first touch, a little heavy, doesn't matter. The shot's blasted in there. So the Flames strike again. Weston Neal making it 3-0 Mansfield Christian on the road, and should all but slam the door on a Cougar comeback. Just a big heavy touch there off the knee of Braden Smith. Late with the pressure. Like to see a little bit more ferocity. Yeah, ends up in the back of the net. Late goals in the first half and now the second for Mansfield Christian. Gonna help them earn a win here tonight on the road. Oh, but the Cougars still fighting. Ball loose. Heichel running for his life out there. And he'll just do a little side diving kick to get it out of play. Cougars still playing with a ton of pride. Here's Paragon, lets one loose. Ghost Pepper. Yeah, off the crossbar. By my count, just the third shot for the Cougars here in this second half. They've only been able to put one on frame against the Flames. Melissa cheered on Grady H. Trying to cement a shutout here tonight. Would be his second of the season. So a lot of Heichel fans out there on our message board tonight. Have to let Grady know he's got fans all over the place. Not out of the hot water just yet. Pierce set up shoulder to shoulder with Mayer. Two-man wall. Dickerson wants to take aim, and he'll bend it. This one through the uprights. Ghost Pepper again. Had some nice sizzle to it. They've still got the clock stopped. Should be rolling. There we go. Final 2 minutes of action. Solid second half performance here by Mansfield Christian. Numbers were dead even in the first half in terms of total offense. Crestview with a slight advantage in terms of time of possession. But the Flames have definitely been a bit more efficient, more aggressive here in the second half, and it's paid off down the stretch. Super scrappy Cougar team, though. We're going to play to the final horn. Perhaps a bit of a frustrating night for Keith Abshire. Entered the game leading scorer for Crestview on the season, 4 goals for him. He's had limited opportunities. Huge game coming up tomorrow night, live and free. We will have the de facto MOAC Girls Soccer Championship, Ontario at Clear Fork. If you can't make it out to the Valley, make sure that you tune in. I'll be on the call for that one. Those two teams have finished first and second in the MOAC every single season that they have been in it. Ontario, I believe, is seeking their 8th consecutive league title. I want to talk about dominance. Cougars will have a chance for one last corner kick. Hernandez plays it into heavy traffic, headed down there by Paragon. Can he get one more shot? Down to 2 seconds, 1. Mansfield Christian on the road. 3-0 victory tonight at Scott Bailey Memorial. Paragon's a bit upset, but again, a valiant effort tonight by the Cougars. Put up a pretty good fight until the very end. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we return, you will hear from the Whitaker Myers Most Valuable Player. That'll be Noah Pierce of Mansfield Christian. We'll then break it down, stats, analysis, and then close out the night here from Olivesburg. You're watching live and free Boys High School Soccer on a Tuesday night.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Joined now by the player of the game presented by Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Noah Pierce, in a 3-0 victory tonight on the road. You scored 2 of the goals here tonight. Just tell me about the satisfaction, overall performance by the team, your overall thoughts.
It was just a roller coaster of a game, just ups and downs, and once we got one in, we just started going up. That game was, oh my days, like, it was crazy. We got the victory. So that's all I can ask for.
I thought that your first goal right at the end of the first half obviously was big for you guys, and you seemed to build some confidence off of that. So going into halftime, being up 1-0, how was just the overall feel and the vibe when you guys were hanging out talking with the lead?
Well, we knew that we were up 1, but we still wanted more. We got that dog in us, so we just always strive for more. So that's what we're doing.
This team has struggled to score so far this season, I think averaging less than a goal per contest. So getting a 3-pack here tonight on the road, just how gratifying does it feel for everybody to come out here and really perform well? Everything.
This might be a boost of our confidence and just help us out for the rest of the season.
And then just for you personally, getting a 2-pack of goals here tonight, 2 really cool ones as well. I felt like your acceleration, getting to the ball quickly and being able to put it away were a big factor. How nice was it to be able to find the net twice?
It's just amazing getting 2 in a game. I was hoping for the 3rd, but you can't always have everything. So,
well, congratulations, big win. Perhaps this can propel you guys to bigger and better things moving forward this season. Before we cut you loose, if you want to look into the camera, give us as many shout-outs as you'd like, sir.
I would like to shout out Fast Switch. I would like to shout out my friends, my family, my mom and dad, and just everybody that supports me. Everybody that was here, just thank you.
All right, Noah Pierce, your Whitaker Myers MVP.
Thank you.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
It's now time for the post-game show presented by Carothers Pest Control. If you got a pest, call the best. 419-342-6841. 3-0 the victory here tonight on the road for Mansfield Christian. They sneak one in just before the halftime whistle at the 2:40 mark by Noah Pierce. He would add one more at the midway point of half number 2, and Weston Neal caps it off. Another late goal. 3-0 for Mansfield Christian. Nice bounce back performance for them after getting beat 7-0 in their last outing against Highland. Take a look at the final statistics of the night presented by Carothers Pest Control. And again, super duper even across the board. I felt Mansfield Christian had a little bit better possession in the second half to kind of even things out. They just made the most of their opportunities when they were presented to them. And I do want to give a shout out to Ty Callahan. Even though he allowed the 3 goals, thought that he played pretty darn well in net. 3 pretty spectacular goals. The 2 in particular from Noah Pierce. You know, he tried to come out and make a play. Noah was just able to be about a half step faster. And then for Weston Neal to put that last one away, it was closing minutes. Defense maybe a little bit tired. They got over there kind of late, and it led to kind of the lopsided score. Grady Heichel gets the win. A lot of fanfare for him out there in our fan zone, and he gets 2 shutouts now on his resume. So congratulations to Grady, as Mansfield Christian inching closer to 500. They're now 3-4 on the year, and coming up next for them, a tough one. Now they get a return home to Comstock Field. However, they got to play the Madison Rams, who, let me check, at last, I believe Madison was undefeated. Of course, my internet says it's not going to work now, so I can't exactly see. I think the Rams are like 5 or 6-0. They've been awesome. At Eastwood, the next match coming up here for Crestview on the other side. So can they bounce back away from home? It'll be a Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. start. They certainly feel like this is the best Crestview team I have seen since we started covering them in their return, the program, back in 2020, the COVID year. So steps have been taken. Mike Pond's got a really good crew out here. They've got some solid seniors. Ty Callahan at the top of the list. Love portions of what we saw tonight from Everett Smith along with Caden Dickinson. But really, the most special talent, Braden Paragon. Entered with 4 assists so far on the season. He really showcased his foot skills tonight. And I think that he's a dude that they'll be able to lean on moving forward for the rest of the season. Braden Perrigan, just a sophomore, so the future very bright for him, along with Keith Abshire, who had been getting his quite a bit. 4 goals entering tonight's matchup and just did not really, I think he only got like 1 shot. So if the Cougars can get him the ball a little bit more in some attacking positions, could be cool to see. Madison is undefeated. 4 matches so far. They have won all of them. So Mansfield Christian's going to have their hands full coming up against the Rams. That will wrap up our coverage, though, here tonight. A doubleheader from Olivesburg. Big shout out to all of you that hung out with us for both matches and certainly for this boys match here tonight. Would not be here without our generous sponsors, so pat yourselves on the back for supporting us. Simonson Construction Services, Scout Construction Services as well. Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Sutton Bank, and Carothers Pest Control. Brandon Powell, our top cam operator, did a sensational job tonight. Adam Thompson, our producer and director, bringing up all the cool graphics, getting you in and out of commercials, and then feeding me some material about the different variations of hot sauce all night long. So if you didn't know about ghost peppers and sriracha and jalapenos, well, guess what? You've been informed. I'm Brian Skowronski, thanking you for watching. I'll be back on the call tomorrow night. Huge game, Ontario versus Clear Fork on the ladies' side, and then also Coach's Corner featuring Colonel Crawford tomorrow. So tune in. But for now, for tonight, we out of here.